We on? Let's roll. What's up, guys? Back with the City Boys, episode 2. Hope y'all are having a good day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ryan.
Yes, sir. I'm Dylan, man.
I'm Josh, and we're excited to get this thing started again.
And I'm Colton.
Not that that matters, I guess.
Wow.
Just skipping over Colton.
So, for today's podcast, we've been given a bunch of ideas about what we should talk about, and we've come up with some juicy ones. I think we were gonna start with I think we should give all like a good hookup story. Start out with that, and then we also have a lot of interesting topics today for the podcast. So
I don't really have
excited for you guys to hear.
I don't do that. I don't have any hookups. I was gonna say, what if we could do like worst dates? I don't know.
Yeah, let's start with that worst dates.
Worst dates? Who wants to start?
I'm not starting.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
All right, I'll start. This was back my senior year of high school. This was like around soccer time. So I get this friend of mine. She's a girl. She has a boyfriend. Cool girl, cool dude, all that. So they give me a call and be like, "Hey, you know my friend Kimmy? Fuck, our name dropped. Oh well. Oh well. So she's like, "You want to go on a double date with us to the corn maze?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. All right, cool." I knew her a little bit. Thought it'd be just fun, get to know her a little better. So I go on this date. It's a Saturday night, Saturday evening, having a good time, whatever. Next thing I know, I swear to God, I'm on like this trail, like this hay ride sort of thing, from like solid 300-400 freaking miles away. Wham! Ryan! I look over, I'm like, no shot. Who do I see besides Colton and Hunter? Hunter, if you're watching this, I still hate you.
Oh, I think I've heard about this story. I ain't gonna lie.
So I'm like, no shot. They just crashed my date. Next thing you know, it turns into like this group party thing. They're making fun of me the whole night. They're throwing corn at me while I'm trying to get to know this girl. Granted, there was never a second date, but I mean, I wish her all the best because she's a year younger than me, but she's married right now.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, she married.
Oh, great.
I mean,
yeah.
her husband now, they are a military family, so thank you for your service, I guess. But I don't know what else to say, but
That's a okay story. Yeah, I'll give you that. Why'd you have to corn him, bro? Why'd you have to throw corn
I
at
don't
him and
even
shit?
know.
why'd you even show up in the first place?
I think
That's
Hunter
wild.
wanted to.
Y'all were stalking him, weren't you, on
Oh, yeah.
Snapchat?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I know.
I gotta turn my
Bro, let me
Snapchat
tell
off.
you a little something about Campbell, bro.
What's that?
So he's got this ex, right?
Oh boy.
Well, Campbell decided we have a lie jar in our freaking room because of Campbell. This dude decides to lie where he is when he could just tell us. Like he has his location on like all the time.
Yeah.
I don't see why you can't just. Oh yeah, I'm just going to this person's house. But no, you go. Oh, I'm just going to Sheets. Next thing you know, you're not at Sheets.
Yeah, because me and Dylan will be sitting in there. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check where Ryan is.
Y'all,
I look
Mhm.
at her house.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Because
I
last
almost
night-
dropped the name.
Last night
No,
he
no
said.
name drops.
Last night he was like, I'm going to the gym, and Colton he's not at the gym.
He's
and
not.
dude, I came up with that lie jar specifically so we could catch Ryan lying because we have made at least $20 off of Ryan's
And the sad thing
lies.
is, Colton puts the most money in there for lying.
That is true, but you have to admit you bitch me out every time I go to see her.
Yes, bro. She's your ex.
Well,
I
None
told
of
you.
us hang out with our ex.
I know.
you did over the summer. Quick
That was
happened.
over the summer.
Well, maybe my summer's just a
Times
little
have
longer
changed,
than
bro.
yours.
Times have
Yeah.
changed,
I
man.
guess maybe for y'all, I'm just having a good time.
We don't call. Hey, but I will say though, we don't call Campbell Lamble anymore though. We call Josh Losh because he's
Yeah.
taken a recent couple L's lately
Yeah.
that we can't talk about. Well, we can, but we can't just name drop. So
yeah.
We're not getting into all that.
We're not getting into that. Here.
you don't want to?
No, we're
okay.
good.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know. Okay, Josh, let me hear your.
Dude, I mean, I really don't know that I have specific. Actually, now that I think about it, I do. There was it was awkward, I guess.
No boy.
Is it who I think of?
No,
Is
No?
it who we're thinking?
no,
Not her.
no. It's in high school.
That's who
Oh,
we're
okay.
thinking of. That's who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Actually, I don't think it is who you're thinking of. I really don't. But
Well,
so
let's hear.
I think it was we went to dinner one time and her mom came along with us, which was just
What?
super awkward.
Did she pay?
No.
What
I think-
grade was this?
I think it was like 10th or 11th.
And the mom came with you?
Yeah, it was awkward.
I was
bro.
gonna say, I hope that's like some 6th grade type shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's a great woman, but it was like just kind of awkward. I don't know. I mean,
That'd be so awkward.
Little
I
side
could
topic.
never-
Okay, so when you guys go out with a girl,
Yeah.
do you like who do you think should pay?
So maybe I'm old fashioned, but I always pay. But granted, I'm usually the one asking to go on the date. But I mean, it's 2022. If a girl wants to go up to a guy and be like, "Hey, you want to go out with me?" Sure, but like, you don't know my financial situation. I could be dirt broke, only able to afford McDonald's. So if you want to take me to some fancy restaurant, you better be ready when that bill comes.
Yeah, bro, that's how I feel. Cause like
Mhm.
you should pay, like especially if you ask them.
Yeah.
But nowadays you got some of these girls like, they'll just go on guys for dates, just get free food.
I know.
And
That's
like you
facts,
don't
yeah.
even know the dude's background, bro. He could be poor and you wouldn't even know. And then
First
he's
of all-
stuck.
No,
yeah.
I feel like
first of all, Wham with Daddy's money
Oh well,
can
yeah,
take anybody anywhere. So I mean, let's not let him.
yeah, he
give
gave
you
us
that
50
dirt
bucks
poor.
to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I feel like it's 50-50 for me. Like, okay, like let's say I ask a girl, yeah, I'm gonna pay for her, but
yeah.
if she asks to pay like with me, I'm gonna be like, okay, like I'm not gonna say no.
No, that's where you and I are different. Cause like I appreciate the offer, but I just feel like a little bitch if I'm having you split the bill with me. I
Nah.
don't know why. I think
No.
it's just like that macho pride I have.
I feel like yeah, like I'll pay for dinner, or like if you're doing like a multi-date thing, like where like
Yeah.
you're doing some like couple things in a night, like
Yeah.
I'll take the most expensive thing in a night.
Yeah,
And then you can take like the cheapest. Like if we're gonna split something, let's do it that way. Like
Yeah.
we don't gotta split a tab or nothing like
Yeah.
that. It makes no sense to me.
you ever see that TikTok where the guy he gets the bill and he's like, "Are we having sex tonight?"
Oh,
She says-
yeah.
She
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
"No." And
Split
he
in
splits
half,
the bill.
yeah. Just to confirm though, we're talking like first date, first couple of dates. With
Oh
this
yeah,
girl.
no,
I was
I'll
gonna-
pay. Yeah.
I was gonna
I feel
say,
like
yeah.
first date, it's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
paying
I was
for
gonna
it.
say if it's like you're like deep in a relationship with him, I feel like at that point it's cool to be 50.
Yeah, it's 50-50
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
even. Yeah.
If we're dating, like my ex, like we would run the sheet, she would pay every now and then. Like I'm cool with that, but like first date, I got it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, I feel like, and I'm the complete opposite from you guys. Like, I had a job most of the time where other, like, my significant others didn't have a job.
Yeah.
So I paid
Yeah.
every single time. It was just like, and that's just how my dad raised me. I don't know. Like, I've never seen my mother pay for, like, dinner or anything. It always comes out of my dad's wallet. So it's like, I don't know if,
Yeah.
like, it has something to do with, like, the way you're raised
I
or,
think that's
like,
definitely it because
For real though,
my
when
parents are the same
like
way.
when was the last time y'all actually went on a real date?
Well,
Like an actual date where you asked a girl to go on a date and go eat somewhere?
Last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
that'd
year.
probably be same.
Fall?
Actually,
Last
no,
year.
I'm gonna say this past summer. Yeah.
No,
Not
no, because
even that.
you asked to go to Handles. I would consider that.
Oh
like-
yeah, well,
Yeah.
she
That's
didn't
a-
want to
I
go.
wouldn't really say that's a real date.
Yeah,
That's
I-
not a date. That's
but you're
not
not
a
just.
date.
I would consider anything where you're not just hanging out in your dorm
Yeah, I was
a
gonna say,
real date. Like,
Yeah,
If we're going to get ice cream, if we're going to the movies, if we're going out to dinner, all the three, one of the three, whatever it is, like a walk in the park, I consider that a date. Like,
yeah. No, because I mean, like, because like anybody can come over to your house and watch a movie, and like
Oh, yeah.
that's fine or whatever. Come over to your dorm and watch a movie, but like going out and doing stuff, I feel like that's a date.
Yeah.
dude, I don't think I've actually like, other than like asking for handles, I don't think I've legit like went on a date in a while.
Well, that one ex you had that was like for a while. Did she come on to you or did you go on to her?
Wait,
For
wait,
what?
That's cap. What
What?
about the fair? That's got to be a date, right? The fair's
No,
gotta
that
be
was
a
with
date.
all of us though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
That's
fair.
not a
That's
date,
Fair.
that's-
that was like
It's
that's
just
like
gotta
a
be
group
them
thing.
two.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, that's
yeah,
like
that's
a group
just like
thing.
you and the other person getting
Yeah,
to know
that's
each other.
like that's like that middle school shit when you have like a crush on a girl, but y'all go as like a big group, but you're like trying to secretly hold hands with her on the Ferris
Yeah.
wheel.
The thing is
I did
around here, there's no really like fancy restaurant.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, there's-
You
that's
gotta-
gotta be.
you
a
gotta,
haul.
like you gotta
drive
go to
30
like
minutes.
Ohio.
Mhm.
Or Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's a haul.
Mhm.
I mean-
gas nowadays.
And shoot, bro, my car don't be getting that
We
far, so I don't.
Fighter, baby.
That's why I probably don't be going on that much
Snaggletooth.
dates because it doesn't go far.
I'm just
Yeah,
waiting
but
for.
you're,
I'm just.
you're
waiting
getting a
for-
new one. So
I am getting a new car,
Tell them what you're getting.
2013 Chevy Cruze,
big boy moves.
Color?
blue. It's gonna be nice, yeah. I'm
he-
excited. I'm gonna sell my biter to a kid on our floor actually.
For how much
400.
money?
$200.
Is it worth that much?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I bought it for
drives.
$800.
It drives. I feel like anything that drives is worth at least $1,000.
Exactly.
Better than nothing.
I guess.
It might shake when you drive it, but
Yeah, and I mean, like Dylan's car, like, despite it having problems, still goes place to place, which is like,
It gets you from point A to point B.
that's also like I'm not even gonna say like. Imagine when I get my new car, I can actually
You're driving
go
this
on
everywhere.
dates.
Yeah.
I could go on dates. Cause bro, I like when I go on dates with girls nowadays, I have to be like, oh, well,
Ryan,
you
will
know,
tr-
I've
Ryan,
done
can I
some
borrow your
crazy
car?
stuff in this car. I've like hit a snow pile and stuff. One time I told this girl this past summer, I was like, yeah, dude, me and my buddies, we jumped a snow pile and I hit the ground hard. And like, I would just make up excuses for my bumper because I was scared. But
dude, we found an old taco in your side.
that
of
was
your
from
door.
you.
No, that was your taco.
No, it
Dude,
wasn't.
because I
You
got
guys
it, I
put in
threw
there.
it. I got in and threw
Okay.
your taco.
So, yeah.
Can we not fight?
Yeah, but like.
Wait,
whatever.
you gotta finish your story.
Yeah, finish your story.
Yeah, I
we
wanna
just
hear
had a
this
little
about the
side
mom.
talk.
Yeah.
Wait, about like,
That
Was it
like-
just
said
awkward
in high
going with the
school.
mom?
yeah, I mean, it was awkward, but like I'm pretty sure I paid for all three if I remember correctly.
No.
You paid for the
Whoa.
mom?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like at that point, like, you can't just
That
be
was
like,
nice. That
like,
was nice,
I don't know
though.
how you go, like, say, like take a family, like, cause I've taken my girlfriend's family out before in high school, my last one,
Big
like, we
baller.
went out, and like, I was like, yeah, I'll pay, whatever, but like,
For
I
the
don't.
whole family.
Yeah, I mean, there was like 3-4 people, so like, I mean, that's at that point, it's not a big deal, but I feel like you can't go into a restaurant with a bunch of people, and then be like, I'll pay for 2 out of 3 of you. You know what I mean? Like, that just seems like
Yeah.
a dick move. And I don't know, like, but like, I just don't know how you say that to somebody. Like, yeah, I'll pay for your daughter, but not you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always be feeling uncomfortable, like when I would go out with a girl's family out to dinner and they're paying for me. Like, no, I can take care of myself. I got
Dude,
it.
that's what happened at MGK's concert, bro. No joke. Like my buddy Jeff, he watches our podcast. Hi, hey Jeff. But we were at this MGK concert. We meet these 2 girls from New York, bro. Like they're like all into us and stuff. They get our Snapchats and stuff, and they're like, yo, you guys want to get some more merch? We have a bunch back at our apartment, like, cause they rent or a hotel room. They rent out a hotel room because they're from New York. Dude, their mom's with them. They take us to this fancy restaurant in Cleveland, and the mom pays for the whole meal. I'm like whipping out my wallet, like, no, you're not doing this. Like, I'm like pushing her freaking credit card away,
Smack it out.
and she just paid for it. It was like $100 in total.
That's actually like a good question. Like, if you go out with like say like
We
you're-
didn't know him.
Yeah, I'm just saying like say like you're dating a girl, right?
Yeah.
And you like the parents pick up the bill. I always try to cover the tip, and I don't know if that's like at least let me put the tip down on the table.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
I
slap
try and
a
pay
5
for
or 10.
what I got.
Yeah, same. I'd be feeling bad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many times do they like say no to you? Like, I definitely feel like if you
Oh
ask,
my
like,
God.
and that's how my dad is. Like, when he would take out, like, when my significant others would go with me, they'd try to pay, and he would always be like, "No, you're not paying." Like, "Nah, like we invited you." But like, I understand the feeling. Like, you went out, like I ordered something, and then I always feel like you try to order the least expensive thing too, because
yeah.
like when
yeah,
you know
I'd
they're
be
paying.
looking at the prices like, that's how it's only $8. I might have to deal with that.
Yeah, but think about how many women do that too. Like when they go out with families, like they definitely want something different, but they order the least expensive thing.
Oh yeah, no.
What women are you dating? You might have to show me them because
I don't know
I'll be
if-
getting the ones
yeah.
that are getting like a steak with the baked potato. and
I don't
shrimp.
know, because whenever I take a girl out, I'll be like, yeah, just get whatever you want.
Well-
Chicken tenders.
Yeah, no,
With the
'cause I
honey
say-
fries
mustard and the
'cause I
honey
say that.
mustard.
Like I say that exact statement, and they always find a way to get
Or
something
mac
cheap.
and cheese. Like, dude,
Yep.
just get what you want, man. I'm offering
Yeah,
you.
if
don't
you
have-
if you want a steak or like what like some fancy food, like I'm not gonna say no. Like I offered to bring you to dinner.
Yeah.
Like I clearly have the money to take you out to dinner.
but
so, like,
shoot, I'm not gonna complain if you get some chicken tenders. You know, like,
Yeah, but I feel like then you end up like feeling bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
as long as the
That's
8.
happened-
I hate. No, one time, you remember when we were out with your ex and I brought that one girl,
Yeah.
and she didn't even eat it all.
No, yeah, and she ordered
Oh,
like
that's even
she
weirder.
no, because she didn't even order. That was
No,
so
yeah,
weird.
she didn't even order.
She
She just
sat down
there.
at Applebee's with yeah,
Yeah.
she sat down at Applebee's with us and didn't order anything.
I'm
That's-
like,
I
are
feel
you
like
sure
that's
you
even
don't
weirder.
want
Like,
anything?
Please get something.
What?
Because I would feel awkward.
No,
just
I
eating
literally-
my
I
food.
kept-
She's
like, I
just,
would be
what
eating
you
my
doing?
food.
Just watching, sitting on her phone.
Yeah, no,
That's
like
just-
literally,
that's
no,
just
she just
weird.
talked to us. She was like, it was cool, but like, she didn't eat nothing. Like,
Maybe
I was
she
like, are
just
you
wasn't
sure?
hungry.
I don't know.
No, I mean I don't know, cause like she said she was hungry. Like we asked her if she wanted to go out to dinner, and she was like, yeah, let's go to dinner, and then got there and then didn't get anything. It was
That's
super
weird.
weird.
That's even
That's
weirder.
weird.
Yeah. But do you guys want to like talk about relationship stuff? Cause like we could all talk about our last relationships. You guys want to talk about that?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
down.
We'll just go clockwise here. Josh, you could start.
Go ahead.
I don't think that's needed. You could start, buddy.
You don't think that's needed? Why?
Either
You
way,
could start.
Either way, we're making our rounds to you.
Oh
so
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
whatever.
More
All
time
right,
to think.
I'll start first. I'll just keep it short and simple. I dated this girl for a pretty long time. And yeah, we broke up. And that's about it, bro. It was good times. But it was also very toxic too and controlling and stuff. So I don't really get into that subject a lot, but we're here. We're thriving. So
Yeah, so my ex, we broke up a few months ago. Like, I'm gonna call her Vanessa. So, me and Vanessa, we started dating like it was like October-ish, like the fall or winter of 2020, and we just broke up in like May. So it was like close to like a year and a half or so. Like, it just started to grow apart. I got real busy at college. It just kind of faded. I wish her all the best. I still
Yeah.
talk to her all the time. You already said I already hang out with
No,
her.
and I will say, like, I felt like Wham, like, because he did care about her. I felt like Wham had a rough time at first, like, adjusting, but he's done a lot better job.
Yeah.
And, like,
Oh
I
my
think,
gosh, yeah.
yeah, like,
that
I
was
think
bad.
even
I swear-
Colton can admit
I
that.
swear,
Yeah.
to dude. Literally, she broke up with me. Her loss, by the way. Look at
yeah,
me. But I'm joking. No, look at my daddy's money. That's all you gotta say. But yeah. When I first I said in the group chat, I'm like, yo, Vanessa just broke up with me. They're like, shut the fuck up. You're joking. No, you didn't. I'm like, on God. I sent them a picture. Tears rushing down my
I
face.
literally thought he was gonna marry this girl.
I
Yeah.
did too.
Like seriously.
I did too.
No, I mean,
Literally
he was just like, and no matter what people said to Campbell in high school about, like, his girlfriend, he always, like,
He's always had her
yeah, he
back.
always had her back.
Yeah.
Like, he just
Yeah.
liked being with her. And, like, we give her a hard time give him a hard time about her all the time, me and Colton do. But despite, like, us giving a hard time, that's just us being his friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and we do like seeing Campbell happy, and she did make him happy.
100%.
So, I mean, like, despite what people said, like, we always had his back about it, too, even in the long run. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it was tough for him, but I'm glad to see him just be happy.
You guys would be hysterical if you could see it. I swear to God. Like I said, I showed them a picture of me crying on our Snapchat group chat. Oh my God. Colin's like, dude, come over if you need to talk or something. I come over. I'm crying on his shoulder. I'm crying on his mom's
my
shoulder.
mom's shoulder.
Stacy's giving me the pep talk. You're a great guy and stuff. I'm like, shit, what's up?
Whoa.
no.
No, that brings
Nah,
me
she's
back to
happily married.
I
No,
mean,
I'm
my last
joking.
relationship was with Colton's mom, so I mean,
Yeah.
she
Well,
is a
but-
very beautiful woman.
She's a very nice lady. But
Is it my turn now or?
yeah.
Yeah.
Vanessa, I still care about you. Just take care. Have fun.
All right. So this one day in the summer, I was fishing, and then texted Ryan. I was like, "Let's go to Ritos."
Oh yeah, because that was
Alright.
that was with what? Vanessa.
We're gonna call her Strawberry.
Who? Your girl, Strawberry.
Yeah.
Okay, Strawberry.
All right. So it was me, you,
Vanessa.
Vanessa, and Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch too.
So we go to Ritos. I see a cute girl working there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to go up to her and get her snap and stuff.
This was before Colt had all the Riz he has now.
And
show him the Riz.
no,
Look right into the camera
no.
right now.
And then Ryan and Mitch, they're like, dude, you gotta go do it. I'll give you like $20 if you go do it.
Just do it.
I was like, all right.
She.
So I go up there. I'm like, I think you're really cute. Do you think I can get your snap? And she was like, oh, yeah. Then she's writing her snap down. I could tell she was nervous. She gave me like the whole notebook.
Like the whole order
Yeah.
card.
I was like, what? She ripped it out and then gave it to me. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then the next day, we hung out. And then I dated her like 3 days later.
Yeah,
Skip
that was
the whole
isn't
talking
that-
stage.
no, that was
Yeah.
like a because like I've heard like Campbell tell me before that you guys dated pretty quickly, but like
Mhm.
because you and I kind of like we were friends, but I
know
don't
we weren't really like
as
weren't
close as
yeah.
we were.
We
Because
weren't-
we
no.
just played soccer together. We got along.
Yeah, we
but
weren't as
I
close
wasn't
as we were.
around when she was around. I never even
Yeah.
met her. So like I don't know exactly. Like I don't even know her real name. I don't think I could say that off the top of my head. I don't know her name.
yeah.
Strawberry.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's what I'm saying. Like Ryan would like know her personally, but I wouldn't know her from Adam. I really wouldn't. So I mean, like I remember him saying like Colton has a girlfriend, and I was like,
Huh?
what? Like, and he was like, yeah, she like met her like 4 days ago. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
wait, pause.
Pause.
No, because we're just chilling in the hot tub, and she's like
The hot tub.
Love
Yeah.
at first sight.
Wait, where?
at her house,
Oh, I was gonna say I wasn't
and
there.
she's like, I want to go straight into it. I was like, you know what? I got nothing else to do.
Take an
so
initiative, man. Take an
I
initiative.
took it and lasted 6 months, and that's why I'm in college now.
No, I mean, like realistically though, like sometimes I feel like you do have to take a chance though, like he did, like because
I mean, I had nobody else.
and you seemed
I'll-
pretty happy. For
I
like,
was. I
yeah.
was so happy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
What do you think though about like just completely skipping the talking stage? What do you think about that? Like-
Skipping the talking phase.
Yeah, you know, like the talking phase when you like before you make it official, you're like
How you like talk to them?
See,
for, like,
I
a
would,
couple
like,
like,
months?
kinda
I-
like we're just talking. Like,
I don't
what do
know.
you think about that?
Because back then I wouldn't have cared about that.
Yeah.
Like as much as I do now after pretty much all I've been through with my last relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But for me nowadays, it's like the talking phase is the main point for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
'Cause,
feel
like,
mm-hmm.
I need to know if this girl's down
exactly.
for me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. As
Yeah.
like awkward as it can be, I feel like that's kind of important where you like really get to know them, decide do
Like,
I want to date them?
Yeah,
'Cause,
just
like,
give me a straight honest answer, man. I
Yeah.
don't want none of the bullshit and like have to deal with it for 2 weeks and then cut me off, you know?
Yeah.
I
Like,
think it's like because like in Colton's case, he got lucky and like got in a relationship for 6 months, and everything went well for the most part. But like, I think it's kind of like you have to know what you're getting yourself into. Like you have to get a chance to get to know them because like think about it, you don't date somebody that you don't want to be with, right? So it's like
obviously, yeah.
at the point like you got to realize, can I put up with this for long term?
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't, then there's no sense in getting past the talking stage.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And some people might not like you after that, but hey, you gotta do it for you, you know?
Oh yeah. Josh,
Because
I
at
think-
the end of the day, you only have yourself.
yeah, I think we just made our way back to Josh.
Wait, hold on. I got one thing. Well, some people like they'll date people just to date them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
But, like,
I don't understand.
that's
that.
not
Me,
true love, though.
Like I'm trying to date and marry.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Honest
nice.
to God.
I saw
yeah.
I saw like a video the one time where like this dude was like he had like this book and it was like talking about like like dating as like a teenager, and it's like he goes through this whole thing where he's like, what is the point of dating if you can't see yourself being with these people forever? Like it's like
Exactly.
it's like if you feel that you can waste somebody's time in a relationship and waste your own time,
Shame
why
on
are you
you.
dating them?
Exactly.
Yeah, like like
Mhm.
it's kind of bullshit. It's
Okay,
like,
but you have to realize though the generation we live in. So back then in the 80s, bro, people would get married at 16, 17
Oh,
because
yeah.
there was only like you didn't see the whole world, bro. You
Yeah,
had your
no-
like
no
small town,
no
you had
social
your
media,
people.
no
So like
Tinder.
nowadays, our generation, we try to date, but everything's been like fantasized through Instagram and
Yep.
Snapchat, and you're like, "Oh, well, I want this life." And then when that person doesn't give you that life that you see all throughout the world, then you just cut them off when they could have actually been a genuine person.
yeah, but like think about like and I don't know if this is like the same for you, but think about how many like movies that we have seen that have just like fantasized
Overdone.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah, And then,
overdone
like,
it.
And like even like as guys, like, and I don't know, like I feel like at some points you're like, this is something that like you see and you're like, yeah, that'd be cool, and then like you get like your head wrapped up in like just the
It's
feeling.
overthinking.
Yeah, and I think social media nowadays like really does affect the way that we see our relationships. Like
yeah.
like guys liking your girlfriend's picture. Like I know like that's just, but like you're like, okay, like or like pictures posted.
Like Snapchat.
yeah,
It's just overthinking, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and-
Like your girlfriend's like snapping one of her friends from school.
Yeah.
It's a guy, and now you're like, oh gosh, like.
Mhm.
And that ruins most
Exactly.
That's
relationships,
the
man.
problem.
And you're like, and I think it's like at the same time, like you're expected as a guy to be like this like cool, mellow individual that like doesn't have to have emotions.
Feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
Emotionless.
but like
stone
I
cold.
think it's unfair because like we are like not expected to react to nothing, but
Exactly,
then we're supposed to hide everything, you know, and like that's just kind of crappy situation.
No, I agree. Like men have been overdone, and they are supposed to be masculine and
Mhm.
show no emotions. And nowadays, we started doing that more, and it's frowned upon.
Mhm.
So I don't understand that. Like,
I'm-
how are we not allowed to show our emotions?
It's almost hypocritical if you ask me, because we're in like this sort of like big wave of like super importance emphasis on mental health.
Yes.
But the second a guy opens up, hey, I'm feeling this way, hey, I need help, you're not a man.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just looked as like a wuss. Like, I'm literally
Exactly.
wearing mental health stuff.
Yeah,
Turn,
and, like-
stand up, turn
Like,
around for him.
it's called Better Days, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
go check it out. On
And
the
I'm-
back, it says it's okay not to be okay.
Mhm.
And now while we're like on this subject, like, and I know it's gonna sound like this is so weird to go out here and say, but like if you ever need help, please go find the resources you
Oh,
need to
Mhm.
go
Mhm.
get the help.
Absolutely.
Because like I've been in situations like when I was a kid, like I've lost people I cared about,
Mhm.
like
Same.
family members that I didn't have a chance to tell them I loved one more time. And it like destroyed me as a human being.
yeah.
So like I wish I would have had the help that's offered today because I
Mhm.
really feel like I would have taken advantage of that at the time.
Yeah.
So if you are having trouble, please go find help.
Yeah, bro. For real.
Like don't feel ashamed that you need help because I know like everyone tells you guys that like you need to like just deal with it yourselves, but sometimes it takes a bigger man to admit that they need help than to hide it down deep and not do
Yeah.
anything
Dude,
about it.
especially in college, bro. Like, mental health is a real thing.
Oh my god.
Like,
yeah.
especially with class and stuff, and like, especially if you play a sport, bro. All the
Mhm.
stress you go through, and you are perceived to, like, do good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you're expected to do good, and if you don't, then well, you're just bad.
Mhm.
I think in our case though, like our coach, like he emphasizes kind of like trying to find help if you need it. And I know like we have
Yeah.
we have mental meetings and stuff, and like making sure we're in the right mental state, which is helpful. But like I saw a post by the Tennessee player the other day, and like he just kind of like poured out his heart about like where he's at mentally and like
Yeah.
how he struggled with mental health, which is like huge.
Speaking of which, did you know Paddy? I think his last name is Pimbat, the like British guy in the UFC.
Yeah.
Did you see the post-fight interview he had where he just blurred about mental health?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
bro,
that.
it's a real thing, man.
The
it
dude
is
said
so
like
true.
he has like an eating disorder, like because people have made fun of him for
Mhm.
being fat for so long, and like
Mhm.
I mean the dude is a pro athlete, so like
Yeah.
he's on the national spotlight. But think about like just how awful it is that people can say these things to you, and like you just
Yeah,
have
but
to
think
deal
about
with them.
think about all the people that aren't getting looked at though. At least he's a celebrity, so like people can put attention to it. But like you have kids, shoot, everywhere that don't get looked at all,
Mhm.
that have no one to help them.
Yeah, and I mean like I thought it was inspiring that the dude used a platform to
Oh, yeah.
like his to like go out there and say like, you guys are like important,
Mhm.
not just to like yourself, but to me and to other people out there that are sharing these same problems as you.
Mhm.
And like, I mean, it takes a big man to go out there in the like at the end of your fight after you won,
Mhm.
and go out there and just talk about mental health.
Yeah, bro.
Rather than calling someone out, getting
Yeah.
ready for your next fight or whatever, just to sit down and just have like almost like a real one-on-one talk with everyone
Mhm.
listening, just about how important this is.
Yeah, I mean, he like really like reflected on his like stuff. Like he that takes a big man to go out
Yeah,
there in front of
bro.
the world.
Yeah, really, the one thing he said that really stuck with me, because he was talking about his friend that had just committed suicide earlier that week, is that he said he would have rather had his friend, whatever his name is, I'll call him Bob, he would have rather had Bob cry on his shoulder for a few hours than him have to cry on Bob's coffin.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's sad to think that men are looked at like we don't have emotions, and then like, I mean, like I've known of so many people that I've heard like stories like my friend's killed himself, like or like, you know, like I'm struggling mentally, and like my first reaction as a human being is to be like, hey, how can I help you? Or like,
Mhm.
but like not everybody's reaction is that way, and I think that's like something that needs to be changed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But going off of all this deep stuff, we could go into your last relationship.
Perfect timing.
All right. I'm not gonna name drop, and not because there's anything bad really about my last relationship.
Just spill it out.
It didn't end on a great note, but I met this girl at the beginning of the school year. She had actually been talking to Dylan at first, but that's not
That's
important.
besides the point, guys.
She was a very nice girl in the beginning. Actually, she's still a nice girl. That's not trying to degrade anybody. But what I do know is that it didn't work out. I cared a lot about her, and I'd like to think that the same was directed towards me, and I do. I think a lesson learned, I should have spent more time with her when I had the chance. I mean, like I said, you learn lessons as you go, and I think that's kind of like the point of us talking about our relationships. I think it's like
It's part of life.
if the relationship doesn't work out, please take a lesson from it and take it on to the next one. Like, don't carry the bad things on, but carry the good things on, and then remember, like, what went wrong, and now what can you do to fix, like, what went wrong. Like, if a situation comes up where, like, something similar is happening, please don't let the same thing happen again.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But then it also goes with, like, depression and stuff, and, like, some people can't control that, and they'll just go over and do it again.
No, I mean, my like, and I'll be the first to admit this, I was the reason that I think the relationship went downhill. I'm a very big overthinker. But if you ask, like, Ryan and Colton, I was treated in certain ways in the past that, like, made me overthink. Like, I was definitely lied to, and, like, it sucks, but, like, I should have realized that it's not all, like, we joke around and say all girls are the same, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like,
They're not. Yeah.
I mean, like, Ryan, like, he has taken lessons from everything, and like, we've tried to, you know, improve ourselves as human beings, and I think that's the ultimate goal of life, is to just keep improving and take lessons from past experiences and just kind of make yourself a better human being.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm about to start crying. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting chills.
Hey, real talk though, I'm not
This
gonna
is
lie.
beautiful.
After
This
I
is
broke up with my
beautiful.
ex, man, I would say I got better as a person overall, but I still had my downsides to it.
I mean,
I'm not gonna get into all that because it's very personal, but I like just started looking into hobbies, man. Helped me out. Started collecting vinyls and stuff, fashion, and people think around campus that I'm gay. By the way, I'm not gay. I just dress nice. There's a difference, but you know, yeah. So I started collecting a bunch of other stuff, focusing on myself, and getting new friends. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like just knowing Dylan for almost 2 years now, that I feel like the first time I met Dylan, I was like, I kind of had the same opinion as a lot of people, like, oh, he dresses gay. And, like,
That's what I thought, too. I won't lie.
I've been very open to him about, like, that. But, like, now knowing Dylan, like, he's become a much better and a much more well-rounded individual because of the experiences he's been through. And I think Ryan can see that. And I think I can say the same about Colton. Like, as a kid, Colton was a little immature. Colton got what he wanted. But now we see Colton has grown into, like, a very good human being, and I think that's nice to see us grow as adults.
it just
Thank
sucked.
you.
The only thing I have to say is it just sucks because we are generally all four of us nice people,
Yeah.
and then like when there are people that try to bring us down, like why?
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
I feel like me and Dylan have been depicted as the villains multiple times in
Oh,
stories.
100% for
And-
no reason.
Yeah, like Dylan and I would give the shirt off our back to anybody that asked,
Yeah, man.
because that's just how him and I were both raised. If you met our families, you'd realize that, like, we've been raised to be decent human beings, and I can say the same about both of these. But like, Dylan and I are depicted as the bad guy more often than anybody else is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I know it's just because I'm honest with people, and people don't like that. They're always gonna hate because people don't like the truth. And when I'm honest, it tends to make people hate me. So that's why a lot of people do hate me, but a lot of people also like me. So
And Dylan and I clash a lot
Oh,
because I
Oh
think
my God.
I think both of
Oh my
us have a very, like, give it straight to you personality.
yeah,
And, like, he'll give it straight to me, and then that'll piss me off, but then I'll say something back to him that's, like, the exact same, like, tempo and punch to it, that, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Dylan, like this is how I'm feeling, and, like, we go right back and forth, and then by the end of it, we respect each other for telling each other the truth.
all the while they're yelling at each other. Me and Colin are just sitting there trying not to burst
It's
out
like
laughing.
a movie.
It is. Grab
It
some
is.
popcorn, watch them
sit
back
there-
and
but
forth.
don't lie. Ickes has went
Ickes-
off on Ryan a couple times this
yeah.
year.
Ickes just goes too much above.
Yeah,
No, listen. He went off on me last night because I took his keys out the door while he was doing his laundry. Because
Because you yelled at me for banging on the door.
Because we were watching Dahmer, which, by
It's
the
not
way,
your room.
Hey,
watch
by the way,
Dahmer.
yeah,
watch Dahmer.
Watch Dahmer. We'll talk about
It
this
is
another
really
time.
good.
It is. Really
What should
good.
what should we give our review on it? Like out of 10?
I think we should give our review on two things.
9.
Right?
Calling the
Because
what is
we
it?
want to talk about, because me and Colton were talking about this before, like what we wanted to talk about today, and like just as like an ending, for our show. Like we should talk about our rating for Black Phone because we watched that
Black
together as a
Phone, yeah.
group,
Mhm.
and does Dahmer.
Dahmer, yeah.
You want to start
So-
with Black Phone?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
So I felt like my rating was a 9,
Mm-hmm.
just specifically because like the filming made you feel like you were in like an
Yeah.
80s film, which was like crazy. But then the suspense just built up the
Mm-hmm.
entire movie until the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider it a horror movie. It's more of like a thriller slasher. So it has like more like it's sprinkled with like ideas from Sinister 1 and Sinister 2. If you've ever seen those movies where it shows like clips of like kids and stuff like on the old recorders. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought the ending was a huge good payoff. So overall, and good cinematography. Like it was actually and Ethan Hawke's performance as the main bad guy. What was his name? The Grabber. Hilarious. He was amazing. So I'm gonna give it like a 9.4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's not like your typical like The Conjuring or whatever, where it's jump scare after jump scare. You're like jumping out of your seat in fear. It was almost like one of those like thriller, like you said, a thriller with like sprinkles of like fear. So you're just like so enticed on the edge of your seat, wanting to see what happens next. But I thought it was really good. I'd say like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 9 out of 10 too. I mean, they literally said everything. So
Yeah, I mean, I just thought like the kid played an outstanding
Yeah,
character.
he was really
He
good.
did really
like
well.
you could see his emotions and like his like mental state changing throughout the movie
Oh, yeah.
based on as the days go by.
And he wasn't dumb. Like
No.
he was
No.
smart.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
He like did all the ideas and wasn't dumb. Like if a door was open, he wouldn't just walk through the door and like just run. Or he like, I mean, he did trip one time, but But is what I'm saying is the kid was smart. He wasn't just like
Yeah.
some dumb stereotypical person in a horror.
because
movie.
most 12-year-olds would run
Yeah.
right out the door.
Yeah.
And I think he like
bang bang.
like the whole idea of the phone is like we're not gonna spoil it for you because we want you to watch it. Like
It's like just
but
so
he gets
suspenseful.
these ideas from the other kids that have been kidnapped. So it's like he builds all these ideas up together and then finds a way to like ultimately escape.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Now the other one that we just recently finished,
You want to start Dahmer? since
Dahmer.
You didn't get to say much about Black Phone?
No, it's fine. Somebody else can.
Okay.
Dahmer is a Netflix television show,
That's
and
in-
it's 10 episodes long.
Yeah, they're all like 50 minutes
And
each.
yeah, they're all like 50 minutes to an hour. So they actually made a movie about Jeff Dahmer. It was the main character was Ross Lynch. He played a great like cast. He was great in the
Yeah, that
movie.
movie's My Friend Dahmer, I think, right?
Yeah, My Friend Dahmer, and he played great in the movie. Did like decent. It's just people don't like to bring up Jeff Dahmer because of
Yeah.
all the stuff. But then Netflix decided to bring out the show, and then I started watching it. And Evan Peters plays Jeffrey Dahmer, and he's amazing, man. Like that acting in that whole show, and them actually showing like real stuff from the like the whole crime scene and stuff,
Yeah.
and getting it down to a T. His room and everything that was used.
The cool thing is like during the like court case, they used Dahmer's
Yeah.
actual voice, like
Yeah.
during his like speech, like
the
the
lip sync
talking
sort of
about
thing.
his mental like how he actually has a disease, and he
Yeah.
never believed he had a disease.
I know. He said he wanted the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Like it really captured like that sinister, sadistic thing. Everything from like the killings to cooking and like disposing of their meat and stuff.
And the grossest thing was like I felt like how the cops handled it. Like I didn't know the cops neglected it for so
Yeah,
long.
didn't
I know.
I just
Like, we
I
watched-
had no idea about half the
because like
stuff.
because it was like an African American lady that called him, so they just kind of brushed it off, which was like
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Racist.
Yeah,
Like,
it was racist.
It's just the time period there, like they treated her like crap and didn't trust her, but she had a real reason to call.
It's a great watch.
It is
only
a
for,
great
like,
watch, man.
Learning about what happened as well as just like the pure cinematography and just as a movie in itself.
Sometimes it
series.
gets slow. Like there is slow points to the show,
Yeah, but it always like.
but it always kicks up. Like
it,
there's always something
always like build up to
Yeah.
something exciting
in
or
every
whatever.
episode.
But I feel like at the same time, like that's the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like it goes through his life. Like it's not just like an
Killing
action
after
movie
killing,
where
killing,
like
killing.
this was a real story. So it's like he
Yeah.
didn't just like spend his whole life killing. Like there had to be something that led up to
Yeah.
like and he shows like his like obsession with like the mannequins and stuff, which was so weird.
Yeah.
Just like the absolute like down to a T facts that they had about him were insane.
And I'm not gonna sympathize with him because he's crazy
Oh yeah.
and a serial killer. But I mean, they did show his young childhood and his mother literally taking pills and overdosing and stuff when he was literally not even born yet in the womb. And then like
Crazy.
her trying to overdose herself when he was just a little kid and stuff. And then his dad showing him how to cut up animals.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that would
pretty
mess
messed
you up as a kid, man.
Yeah, like when they showed like the roadkill scene, that was so weird. He's like, "Oh, look, roadkill." I've never seen that.
Yeah,
like,
like-
those words have never come out of my mouth
Yeah.
once.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like really know Dahmer like about his story.
Mm-hmm.
So like watching that gave me like a really good like perspective
Yeah.
about him.
And Colton loved the show, man. We had finished like 7 episodes, and he's like,
Dude, we
"Bro,
gotta
let's
watch it.
watch Dahmer, dude.
Dude, you
I gotta
guys,
find out what happens."
guys, we can do our homework later. Let's just watch it all the way
No,
through.
I thought it was really interesting.
it
really.
was.
Especially the payoff at the end, at the last episode.
Yeah. It's
I am
almost,
with-
it was almost interesting. Like, it almost gave me like a sense of sympathy for the dad because the way they captured the dad too.
No, I don't feel bad for the dad at all. He tried to profitize off of.
No, I feel like
The families.
and like just for me, like I felt like it was kind of like I didn't know everything about him, and I think Dylan can point out like I thought he got the death penalty.
Yeah.
I really did, and like we found out that he was killed in jail, and like
Animate.
yeah, like I feel like that's like a very eye-opening, like fact, bone-chilling type stuff that we like watched.
Mm-hmm. And like his association with what's his name, John Wayne Gacy.
Gacy, yeah.
Yeah, I never knew there was. A
That's where the
connection
It Clown's inspired by.
I didn't know that until we saw them clowns in the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, and then like they were talking like the therapist they were talking about like how like related he was to Gacy, like the way he did stuff, like the actions he took, like he had a mental illness just like like Gacy did. Like that was like
He didn't actually have a mental illness, no.
Well, that's what isn't that what they were talking about in the one scene? Like
Well,
how,
no,
like,
They wanted him to lie.
Yeah, they wanted him to lie to, like, get the insanity,
Mm-hmm.
plead to insanity so that he could survive. And that's how he
In
did.
his head, he's like, "Why? That's not right. I'm not crazy." In all reality, he's kind of
Yeah.
But like speaking on
nuts.
like real world like problems, like that's got to be an issue in like the criminal justice system. People lying so they don't like how do you like a criminal?
You
is a
gotta think,
criminal.
though, it was also this, what, is from the
Se-
the 70s to the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah,
But
going
we-
back to what we said, mental health wasn't really a huge thing back then. They just thought just put him in the whack house.
But we've had that discussion like multiple times. That history repeats itself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I think we see these same issues popping up, like people not doing what's right and people lying, and like people say like you can't lie in court. You can.
Theoretically,
Yeah. Like
If you
this.
can cover your tracks well enough, theoretically you could. I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's not a proven process. Like nothing in this world is completely proven. I feel like there is ways around it. If you're smart enough, you'll get around it.
There's a reason so many people are wrongfully prosecuted and sentenced to whatever it may be.
Okay, so overall, what would you give the show? I'm giving it like a 9.8, bro.
I might give it. I might have to
Only
round
because it
up.
was slow a little bit.
No,
I-
I gotta
I-
go with a 10.
I was gonna say, I think them slow points, they were just build-ups to the big things. I'm gonna say a solid 10.
I'll give it a
was
10 too.
respectable.
It
Yeah,
was-
I
it
mean,
was so
yeah, it was
good.
great.
Yeah.
And I don't know why on Rotten Tomatoes it's getting like mixed reviews, bro. I think
Really?
it's just because like people don't want to hear about
Yeah.
that stuff
yeah, I was
again.
gonna say
But,
because we also watched a news
but it's
article too
it's a
about
proven
it.
fact that humans love to see stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's why I see like crime shows and stuff. Those are the most
Oh, yeah.
viewed stuff
Mhm.
because we are interested in that.
That's
Just
what-
brings up.
We're
Yeah, like,
interested
at
in
my
what
house-
we don't have the balls to do.
Yeah.
At my house, that's like all we watch. Like my mother always has crime television on, like the
Yeah.
Deadly Women show and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's always on, and it's so fascinating because like these people did like awful things, and you're like, it's almost gut wrenching, and you're like, how could another human being do this?
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, I think
that-
we've talked
yeah,
about
I was gonna
everything
say, I
for
think that
today,
we-
man. Like
Going back to what we said earlier, mental health matters.
it does matter.
Please, 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 if you need it, please get help.
Mm-hmm.
We need you guys to find a way to make yourselves mentally healthier, and like please get the help if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, City Boys up.
City
and,
boys up.
City
Give
boys,
it-
city,
City
boys.
If you guys, for real though, leave in the comments like what you guys want to hear us talk about, cause
Yeah, for
we
real.
do have some juicy stuff, man. That we're just willing
We got
to.
ideas.
If you guys got some ideas, we got the answers, man. So
Like, comment what you want to see, subscribe, put on your notifications, send it to your friends, your family, everybody.
Your mom, your dog, your cat.
Your cat
We
too,
love you
I guess.
guys.
Jeff Dahmer, I don't know. See you guys.